What? Alright. Let's see here. HR 19. Yep, says I'm live. Alright. There we go. Let me mute this. There we go. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I had to get that muted. Hello to anybody that's out there. Let me see. Let's go here and do this. Yeah, that sounds nice, right? Well, hello everyone. Look at all that chat's going on. I've had my back to it. Can't see a bit of it. Let me get my getter turned down and unplugged. Oh, just in case you wondered what the new guitar sounded like. Now you know. Oh, hang on. I'm between microphones. Handling the heavy load. All right, let me switch the camera so that you guys can see me, and then I'll have to read some stuff and say some hellos. You know, this stuff. Where is the damn thing, right? Right there. Why is that not on? wonder if that thing shut itself off. That'd be typical for the beginning of a stream, wouldn't it? Droid cam is not perfect. Hey, we might have a camera. Maybe. I don't know. Pretty scary. Wait a second. There it is. Alright. Slide over there. You go back over there. Uh-oh. Now I screwed everything up. Alright. Stop touching stuff. Why is that pointed that way? That's really dumb. Son of a bitch. Hang on while I put my stuff back together. I'm having a heck of a time. I guess I shouldn't have played the guitar first. I should have just focused on what I needed to do. This needs to be more like this way. Wow, that is completely messed up. Why is that? I think I got the auto zoom on that camera. Un momento, por favor. Probably hear me better from here. I do not understand why it's giving me so much trouble. Okay, that's more gooder. Jeez, my neck leg. Alright. Now I think I'm here and present in my own stream. I'm not sure. I might not be. Oh, come here. There we go. Woo! Alright, who we got here? Roke is here. Axiom's here. George is here. Let's see, Janice Lala is here. You guys are all talking, saying hello. And yeah, I was jamming on a backing track. That's exactly what I was doing. 100% correct. Let's see here. Al SoCal, hello, welcome. Hugh, welcome. Goodness, look at all the fun, all the cool kids are here. So, I don't have a guitar here, which is weird. It's hanging over there on the Hooter thing. So today, just for funsies, I took a look at the broken chair. Clearly, if you've seen my community post, you know that the arm on my chair broke. Now, bear in mind, this is a 13-year-old chair that was an office chair for most of its life. I took the liberty to pull this apart. This is what it looks like when the break is evident, like that. It's got these two washers that were captured inside. So what I'm considering, well, I actually have three methods with which I am considering repairing this. The first one is the easy one. This right here. Gorilla Glue epoxy stuff. Man, I just can't touch anything today. Apparently, as soon as my mitts are on it, it's going to fall, whatever it might be. So anyway, this side is the side that broke most recently. And I think if I just smush some of this together, mix it all up, dribble it all over here, let it be all sloppy and yucky. Push that in and let it squeeze out, wrap it with a piece of tin foil. And as I'm doing that, I'll refit. I have to set this a certain way because the Gorilla Glue container failed for the epoxy. It leaks if you turn it the wrong way. This is where it broke first. And this has worn away. I always knew this felt kind of strange, but I kept checking the screw, and the screw was tight. But this decorative cap thing would fall out every so often. Up here, I have a couple of choices. I'd like to fill that gap. This is polypropylene, number 5 plastic, so it can be plastic welded, like the bumpers and all the other stuff you see in body shops. PVC will do that. A number of things will. I have this, which is my $16 plastic welding kit I got from Hobo Freight. Used it once with the old Goldwing 1100. I used this to fix some of the plastics on it and the paint was already screwed up, but the side cases were broke, so I used this to put some screening in. Anyway, it's not turned on, by the way. I could melt some of this out on the forward edge to kind of bevel it. And then it comes with these rods. Where'd I put that? Here it is, right here. It comes with these rods. And just melt that back into it. Or I can just try filling it with epoxy and see what happens. And I'm going to replace the chair as soon as I can afford it. But have you seen the price of office chairs lately? Very expensive. Very expensive. So I'm not sure what the best method is going to be to fix it. Apparently there's too many H's in the words I just tried to say. But this is really my first instinct, is try the easiest and cheapest. This is going to have to go in the garbage anyway because it's leaking. So I can make up a big old mess of this 5 minute. Squeeze this together, let it squeeze out, put it in here, and push that together, let it squeeze out, wrap tinfoil around it. More creative ways I have to fix or reinforce it is these. Not in this position, I would put it on the bottom. Here, drill in, put a couple of screws in them, run the epoxy around this, and that would give it some support at the bottom so it wouldn't want to push that back together where it's worn away. Because there's nothing I can do about that. That's just worn away from it being broke for a long time. That's probably why the office chair was rotated out in the first place, and I just never noticed it. My old roommate used this in her little office space at her home for, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 years, and that was after it spent its time in the office. So this is a well-used chair. That it broke is not a disappointment. I said it was probably broken when I got it, but I think that's my first instinct, is to just do this, make this be epoxied in here. I need to go grab some tin foil because I forgot to do that. Prices for chairs? Oh my gosh. Anywhere from about $125 for a cheap one, and they are cheap, to a good quality chair that's going to have steel frame and all the fancy stuff, anywhere at $300-400. In a perfect world, I'd like to have one of those tall back gaming style chairs like Clay uses. I see Olaf sits in one. It can't be terrible if Olaf's using one. He's in that chair a lot. I use my chair every day. It's got to stand up. I don't think a cheaper chair. So I'm thinking probably my minimum is $175-200 for the right chair with the best deal. So, yeah, I know, it's insane. It's insane. Everything goes up. I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to afford to eat in a year if food prices keep doing what they're doing. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it's just crazy. I mean, we haven't got it as bad as some, and here a pound of ground beef sometimes goes for as much as $8 or $9. Usually it's around $6 or $7. But that's still, I mean, that's like cheap meat that you have for the hamburger helper nights, or burgers because your friends came over and you're going to grill them, whatever. I don't know. All right, lurky worky. Thank you, the reality. This is good stuff. This failed. Just the seals here on this plunger end here failed, and so yeah, this is done. It's going in the garbage today. The last and most aggressive thing that I got, and I don't know that I'm going to use it yet, is this, which is, it's called a fiber patch. This is waterproof, reinforced with probably fiberglass. Anyway, this is UV cured. That's why it's in this bag. So I don't have a UV light, but I can put it out in the sun for an hour or two and it'll cure it. This is pretty flexible when it goes on. I could take that, wrap the whole thing, cut it with the razor blade, push pieces down along the side and trim it where the washer is here in the hole. A little extra work, but then I would have this whole thing wrapped and then set it out in the sun for a couple hours and let it dry. And I could do that after the fact. I could try this first and see if that works, and then throw on one of these and see if that does anything. I mean, that's 4 screws, no big deal. And then finally throw this on there. And I think that any of those fixes would probably make this chair live long enough for me to find the new chair and get it home. So I made sure to get my applicators and all that fun stuff. So if you don't know what an applicator is, it's a toothpick. These are hole plugs for fixing and re-drilling screw holes that are stripped out. These are pieces to fix just about anything you need to hold in one place or another. You can also use them as stir sticks and applicators. But I think that's what I'm going to do first. So this is going to be today because it's hard. I don't want to sit in the chair like this no more because there's no arm here. I don't know how much you can see, but just trust me. There's nothing here, and I don't know. Can you see the back? Yeah, that thing moved. That's what it is when it's not bolted together. So, and the other side's not broken. I looked at it very closely, so I know it's not broken. So, I think that's what I'm going to try. Spin this around, because I know you guys can probably see it better when it's over there, but I want it here. I'm going to go get some tin foil, and then when I come back, we'll wrap this up, and we'll make up some epoxy, and this is 5-minute stuff, so we should be able to see how it's going to work. I'll let it full cure before I try and bolt it back to the chair, but that'll be overnight, so I'll do that in the morning. And then I'll just report the community update or something, what happened, and how it turned out. And or I'll tell you tomorrow night if you come by the Lame Live. I can show you there. We got some really cool stuff coming up. That's going to be fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop moving my mouth parts and go get that tinfoil. Santa jammies. Alright, I am back. Tinfoil. Let's do this thing. There we go. Headphones on. Alright, how's everybody doing? Oh, Matthias here. Thank you. Hi, Matt. How are you? We're just going to stick with Matt. I keep telling myself that. How you doing, Doc? Yep, that's what it is. Thanks, Marshall. If you wouldn't have taught me to unplug my guitar every time, we wouldn't have this problem. But you had to have it your way. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do this, folks. I think I talked myself into it. We're going to do the epoxy first and see what happens with that. I'll put it in here, smush it all together, wrap it with tin foil, and then I can pick out. I got the Dremel if I need to pick out something in here or whatever. I don't have to be super neat about it. This is not a permanent fix. I just need this chair to work for a while. So it's and who knows? Maybe this will be a permanent fix. But I've already gone through, cleaned up all the loose edges, scraped them all down as much as I could, and I couldn't take too much out of the center here. Down in this area because that's where this washer has to go. And it has to have a certain amount of snugness in there because it's going to be the only support it has unless I put those other things on it. So, I'm going to pick migrate it over here. Let's put it over there where it belongs. There we go. All right. So Let's see what kind of a mess we can make. That's going to go. Let that air bubble come out of there while I do this. This ready. Give me a piece of teeny foil. Pays to have this in pieces before you mix the 5-minute epoxy. Works a little better that way. That doesn't need to be there. So let's put that down there. Put that there. That's going to want to wrap that way. Now, that should be enough. Wrap it there. Yeah, I think I can do that. This one here should. This one will be easier because it hasn't got to deal with the curve. So I can just wrap this around and break it down. All right. Now we'll mix up some epoxy. All right. I can do that. Don't leak yet. Hopefully that's improved that one. Let's try the other one here. Okay. There. Hopefully that improves it. Yeah, that shall. So we'll try that and see how it works out. Anyway, let me know if I sound like a robot. If the artifacting is too much, I'll turn the fan off and turn reefer off completely. So we'll figure it out one way or the other. It just feels very nice with the fan on, and since I was going to be doing the epoxy thing, I kind of figured, fan, door cracked open, good ideas. I don't know. Safety third. Oh. That way. Yep. I like how they key the cap. You can't put it in backwards because that'd be kind of a disaster. Yeah, see, look right here. You can see that just from that little bit of pushing to make that, it started squeezing out already. So yeah, this is destined for the trash. All right. Fun. This is supposed to be clear, but I've had it for about a year, and it's been open. That's probably why the seals failed. It probably is not the epoxy's container's fault. It's probably the owner of the epoxy's fault. So, if you're doing this, folks, make sure you mix it well. That is importante. So on this side, we're going to just apply a thin coat of the icing for the cake. No, don't eat this. Seriously. And for you kids out there watching me, because I know I got so many of those interested in what I do here, don't copy me, because I suck. I'm an amateur. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I've never fixed a plastic arm of a chair ever in my life. I've taken them off and put them on, but I've not ever done the other part. There's that. Alright, that should get some stuff in there. Put some stuff on the other side. Oh, come on. I figure if this doesn't work, I can try the screw things. I don't have to do anything other than just drill a couple pilot holes and run the screws in. I could even try and get those plates hot with my gun thing. That might allow me to have some leeway with it. I don't know. We'll learn as we go. If you guys ever break the polypropylene plastic arm on your office chair, you'll know how you can fix it, what the most economic way to do is. I just spent $60 for everything. I'm shotgunning it. I wanted to have everything available. Am I doing that upside down or backwards? I'm doing it upside down and backwards. That one goes there. This way. Got that. Yes, there we go. That's more gooder. I got epoxy on my hand. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna be sticky for a minute. That's all. All right, now that's not working too bad. This side is the one that I gotta fill. So we're gonna just blob some on here, right around that cracked area. Put it in there. Now, rumor has it that you do not have to worry about the epoxy sticking to the tinfoil. And I used this method before when I was working on my old Goldwing, and it worked quite well. I can't complain at all about the results. I got a very nice fix, and it lasted. When I sold the bike, it worked just fine, no problems. All right, so that's one. Now let's do what we can over here. See, the top meets together pretty well. You can see the squeeze up. Boy, this stuff is sticky. Whoa, just barely made it in there. Yeah, I bought this a year or so ago for another project, something completely unrelated to this, and it already worked. And hell, it might have been 2.5 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. Wow. Yeah, long times. Many long times. Come on. Stop dripping. God dang it. No, I need you to stay on there so we can put the goop over here. Just going to get the stuff dirty. You're going to make me do it that way. All right. All right, that's either going to work or it's not going to work. Good thing I got the extra piece of paper. Huh. Yeah, this is that special aluminum paper. Yeah. Now, let's see if that works. And this right here is already squirting all over the place. We're throwing this away now. So say goodbye to the Gorilla Clear 5-minute epoxy. Long name for, say quick set epoxy, you're done. Anyway, wow. That's my hands are very sticky. We'll let this sit up for about 10 minutes and see what we're going to do there. Oh, sure, you bet. I'll get right on that. Hi, Jay. How you doing? I'll get right on that, Doc. You realize I worked in an automotive machine shop in the 80s, right? Anything I might absorb or do here, and I do have a fan on, the doors open. I do have the ventilation. As far as the hands go, these have been in everything from caustic acid to methylene chloride. So, and everything in between. I still wash my hands with brake cleaner if I'm working on a car. I'm a terrible person. I am a walking OSHA violation. Really. I just want to get the job done. But thank you for caring. See, that's why I like you, Doc, because you care. You remind me that, I'm probably committing a slow and painful and perhaps even traumatizing form of suicide by fixing my chair arm without proper PP. Although I did PP before I went in, and this is PP, so, there's that. Wipe off this stuff. Mike! Mr. Back from Noon Time, how you doing, Billy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I always like it when you pop into a chat. Nice. Okay, let that set up and see what happens here. I am going to go wash my hands just because it's really icky, so I'll be back in a few. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, wait, you already are. Get this door open all the way. There we go. Now that I've been out of the room, I can smell it again. That'll take care of that problem. All right. That worked out pretty good, at least so far. Let's see, we got 135, so we've been sitting about 5 minutes right now. It's probably going to set a little slower because I've got the tinfoil wrapped around. Normally I only have to use it as a base, but I wanted this to stay thick so I could shave it back down with the Dremel and make it. That I will do outside. I do have a face mask, and I'll put one of those dust masks on just cause when I'm doing the epoxy stuff. It can't remind you of watching paint dry because it's not, it's not a thing. But have you guys heard Leroy's new video from a few days ago? Well, it says 136 on my clock right here. That was set by the internet, and the internet's never wrong, right? So, clearly your clock is wrong, Doc. Unless yours is set by the internet, and then our internets are having an argument. That's all I got. Anyway, I was perusing through stuff that I had missed, and I hadn't heard Leroy's new one. So I'm going to spin the room around while we watch this not dry. It's getting there. It's warming up pretty good. And this is old epoxy. Didn't expect it to work perfectly. And it doesn't have to. Whoops. Wow, that was cool. Here, this'll look Abby normal. You guys will like this. Look, I'm wearing a green shirt. Isn't it pretty? It's magic. That's all I got. Alright, I gotta get my chat opened up here. My channel. My live. Alright, there it is. Okay. Yeah, floating head. It's fun to play with. Green screen. Nope. Why? Why does my phone ring now? My phone does not ring unless I go online to do this. It's crazy. I lose my mind. Oh my goodness. So now I have made like crazy stuff. I made a watch list. Right here it is. If I open this, Yeah, cool. All right, so let's look at this one. Open, new tab. All right, now show to VZO. Get me off there so we won't get the other thing. Wait, don't go so fast. Let's slow down. I gotta unmute you first, or they won't hear the whole song. All right, let's try it again. Okay, this is gooder.
Feel her warmth beside you. Dreamers may leave
Right? I figured they were ceramic. Fantastic stuff. Let's go back over here to my magic screen with my magic green shirt. I'm probably going to have to readjust when I put the green screen back up because I had to. This is a little bit darker green, quite a bit darker green actually. Almost getting into dark olive. But yeah, but it was fun. I just thought this would be a neat little bit to do for a waste show like this. Rich New Design, welcome. And if you guys have not checked out his channel and you want some hijinks, oh my God. I had a really good time in there. I think it was Friday night at that show. Oh my God, you guys had me laughing so hard I couldn't hardly breathe. It was crazy. Oh, it was crazy good. And then I tried to catch the Saturday night show, but that didn't work out for me. I ended up having to go somewhere. Right, Effie? Yep, right? That's the way to do that. Oh, man. That's super fun. I should set one camera. I should set up another camera one or a camera 1A or something that doesn't have the green screen effects on it for the filters. Because to put the filters on and off in the button, I don't know how to turn them on and off yet. I figure there's got to be a way to turn them on and off because it makes sense that you would want to be able to quickly remove those filters when you're not using your green screen, such as now, because we have the workbench. Because the green screen would normally be right up against the workbench. Yeah. Oh, I did a thing. You just drop the alcohol, right? I did a thing. I did this, see if I can do it right. Yeah, see, I did the nothing is impossible, the word itself. Watch this. Watch. How cool is that? I'm turning it on and off. It looks like it's flashing. Well, it kind of is flashing, but it's manual. I don't know how to make it do it normally. But look, I made it bigger and everything. And I moved it. And like I learned two new things when I did that. And then Marshall called me just before stream today, and we now have the ability to go StreamYards. He helped me get my stuff. He helped me get my stuff straightened around for the StreamYards. Got my sound going into it using NDI and not using Reaper in there through the VST audio, and then I also have desktop audio working as long as I share the screen. If I don't share the screen, there's no audio for the desktop. But if I put it up and share it, then it'll do the desktop audio. So if I'm having a guest and we're playing your guys' videos, then we'll be able to fix that up. Here, I should turn this off so you guys don't have to stare at the dumb impossible thing. There, I'll turn them both off. How's that? And I don't know why the orange looks fluorescent because this orange is not fluorescent, but it looks like it is because of the green screen effect. This is a good break. Well, I hope so. I'll go back over there and let's look at the grass and see how dry it is. Spin it around. Yikes. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to restart that damn camera again. Sunny Beach. I really wish that they would remove that option from the camera for the virtual cam, that they would keep themselves on so that I wouldn't have to do this time and time and time again. All right. Oh, no, not there. There we go. All right. That should be more gooder. Mitch Heyman, welcome. How you doing? We are destroying things today. Well, we got really warm. Let's take a peek at this. This is the thick one that we really overcoated. So, dang it. Ought to take a rope and hang me. What did I do with that? Okay, take my glasses off because apparently I can't see the edge of the epoxy. Oh, there it is. Ha! I put it underneath. That's right. Yeah, it's still got a ways to go on this one because it's so thick. It's firming up, but it's gummy. I think I can pull this back now. Yeah, there we go. The tinfoil is sticking pretty good. Most of the epoxy went where it needed to, so that part's cool. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to do that anymore. That's good. It's gonna work. It's just messy. It's because the epoxy's so old. Like I said, this epoxy's at least a year and a half old, and I think it's closer to 2.5. Now that I think about it. Whoops. This released so well last time, but like I said, that was with fresh epoxy. We already know this epoxy is far from fresh. Pole vault, welcome. How you doing? You think we love a lurkers. So, and I don't care how messy this is. I'll clean it off. I got sandpaper, Dremel tools. That don't matter. Whoops. Yeah, this is. I think it's because this epoxy's so old. Yeah. Wow. Get that off of there. Almost there. We're going to win, folks. Worked pretty good on this gap down here. I'm happy with that. The top gap, it leaked out pretty good. I probably should have had a bigger piece of stuff around it. This one up here is good. The top one is great. This backside right here didn't quite fill. It's close. Once it's cleaned up, it'll be okay. Let's see if we can get this one off now. So, yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to end up using these as a secondary crutch for this. Like I said, I'm going to let it cure overnight before I even attempt to put it back on the chair. And it doesn't have to last a long time. Yeah, I know it's hard to find a good chair. This is a very comfortable and has been, for me, a very durable chair. Part of the reason I decided to fix it is because I really don't want to throw it out. I like it. It's comfortable. It fits me. It's relatively compact, yet it's wide because, well, I don't have a butt, but I got a gut. Yeah, I bought one of those Chinese chairs. Nope, not again. I had to fight with them for 2 months to get my money back on a chair that broke almost immediately. And it was a terrible break too. It made the chair completely unusable. I think the back of the chair broke somewhere in the vicinity of where the arm attached, except it didn't attach like this one. There was no way to fix it because it was inside of the chair and part of the frame. Yeah, I was not a fan. Not a fan. So I won that battle, and then I bought another chair that was like $150 or $170 on sale for $125, I think. I bought it at the same time I bought the desk, and because then I decided I needed a desk in my life. Here we go. Let's get a tool because the tinfoil's not cooperating. Come on, let go. Wow. Yeah. I think I will probably get some parchment paper and try and use parchment paper in the future. It might be the kind of epoxy that this is coupled with this plastic too. Because, science, chemicals, stuff like that. Glad I decided to do this now. This one looks like it's filled up really good. I'll be able to just clean this one up, I think. Yeah. There we go. That's hilarious. Oh, let go. I know you want to be all sticky. Let's not get sticky today. Let's have some fun. Yeah, tinfoil is a fail. Tinfoil is an absolute fail on this one. Yes, yes, indeed. I don't know, maybe it's the skill of the tinfoil removal person. You know, that might be the problem, too. Never know. Yeah. Whether it was me that failed or just the tinfoil idea in general. I know I used this before. No, that wasn't this. Ha ha ha. That was... That's okay. This accomplished what I wanted to accomplish anyway. That was super glue. I was able to peel it back. Once the super glue got hard, I was able to peel it right off. So, oops. Yeah, this one's going to be fine back here where that seam was nice and straight. Yeah, we'll let this cure overnight. I'll clean it up and we'll see how strong it is tomorrow. How far are we in here? Oh, look, we're just about an hour. That's I can keep to my time. And Jade's got a show coming up at 3 Pacific. 6. Yeah, that's going to be 6 on the East Coast. Central would be 5. Mountain time would be 4. Here it'd be 3, and hippie time would be 1. Mr. Smith, hello. Look at I fixed my broken chair arm. Well, it's curing now. So, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I know I don't normally play music on this day, but I'll spin the room around because we don't need to look at this crap anymore. I just don't want this to stick also to the other thing. What you call it? Whatever that complicated stuff is. Magic shirt. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. We'll get that. I'll do a report tomorrow night on how well it turned out, and I think that at least for initial repair, since I have backups to do as well, I think it's going to work. So we'll see. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Look, it's like I'm not even here. So yeah, if you got the wherewithal, go watch Jade's show, 3:00, and then Thomas Christ right after that is your rockin' music, something or other, and Rich New Design. You got to check him out if you haven't. Absolute hoot, lots of fun. I will be seeing you on Friday if you're going to do that show again because that was hilarious. I will see all of you maybe tomorrow night for the Lame Live. And I got some really cool stuff to share with you. I got a whiteboard. I plan things. I have a playlist. I search things out. So this is what I swore I'd never do. I said this would never be. I'd just do it for fun. It wouldn't be a big deal. Now I'm having a blast, guys. It's great. The Reality, thank you for lurking. Somebody else was lurking. I don't remember. Was it Pole Vault? Pole Vault was lurking. Independent was here. Whoops. Why did I do that? That was dumb. I wanted that the other way. Hold on. Now I've ruined everything. Alright. So if we do this, it killed my chat, folks. I mean, it's sad that I did that. Alright. There. Now. There. Okay. But now I have my chat back. Let's make it live. There it is. And then go up here in participants. We got Epiphonium, Hugh Caldwell, Lou Reality, Mr. Smith, Preston Smith's Music, Rich New Design, set up by Marshall, Doc the Dog Paw, and Axiom. All of these people have content on their channels. Everybody in here is a mod. All you got to do is click on those 3 little dots you see next to their name, and you can go directly to their channel, check out their stuff, and see if you like it. If you do, sub. If you don't, don't. Same here. If you like what you're doing here and what you're seeing here, sub up, come back. We'd love to see you here. We meaning me. So, have a great day, everybody. Stay smooth. See if I can do this right.